I wanted to take a quick minute to do a walkthrough of my full uh, Cape Cod, Massachusetts scrapbook album. You can see it's quite full. Let me go down to the... See, it's about as full as I can get it without busting the hinges. But let me walk you through it. This is the cover. It's our fun, I'll zoom in a little bit here, our fun family photo. That is the cabin where we stayed, the house. And this first page has some journaling, the weather for the week we were there. This is actually a different piece of paper, just this Massachusetts badge that I cut out and I put some glitter and bling on it. I just thought that was fun. These photos I think I cut out of a magazine I had gotten there, a tourist magazine. Then I have the cool dudes. Sorry about that glare. Not sure what to do about that light. Cool dudes. This was our first breakfast when we got there. This is a Paige Taylor Evans, this whole page kind of layout thing that I used and put the pictures underneath. This page probably was one of the most time-consuming of all of them that I did because I had to try and find a way to fit them in so it wouldn't be cutting off any faces. It just was very putsy, but I think it turned out really cool. This is sliding out. Here's a picture of my niece. We were at a restaurant. This was like that first full day. That night we went to supper at this Irish pub right near the house. We called her Marley O'Shea. She was doing all kinds of fun Irish dancing. Pirate's Life for me. Second day, I think we were there full day. We did a pirate adventure with the kids. I think it was in Barnstable. And so this is a page of that. This is a cutout I'd gotten at a scrapbook thing several years ago now. Scrapbook Expo. Here are get this to lay out better. Here are the two pictures from that trip. There's some journaling on there, some stickers. This is same place. This I think was either before or after we went on the cruise, probably after, on the little pirate cruise thing. This was a different trip to another beach. We were hoping to see seals. I think we didn't see seals, but we spent a couple hours there relaxing and having fun. It was a little chilly though. You can see sweatshirts and bundling up. It was a cool day. Hudson, I love to laugh at this photo. He was all about getting sand all over himself. Like it's just what he wanted to do that day. Right, and he had his binoculars and he's using them. I have some journaling here. This page was another one that took a long time. This coral was in a page and I fussy cut this whole thing out. I put glitter on here, little chunks at a time, because of course you have to do it fast before the glue dries, so it was very putsy, but it turned out really cool. This is a photo I took there and then put some letters over the top that I cut with my Cricut. This was a Cricut cut out too. The heart was separate and I just put that in there because I liked it. Sorry about that. I feel like it's super dark here. This is s'mores. We had a fire pit at the house and we did lots of s'mores, many evenings. This was one of them. I think probably the first night we did the s'mores. This you can't really tell, but this is like foil paper and it's kind of 3D. It pops up. These are all kind of 3D. So there's lots of little 3D kind of popped out effects that I used in this album. This page, this are some crabs that I cut out and popped up. This was a different beach we went to. This beach was really cool because we actually stayed for high and low tide. And you'd have a huge amount of beach and then the ocean would come in. So it was really cool. Hudson was looking for crabs a lot there. We did find some, not these types of crabs. They're a horseshoe crab or something like that. This Surf's Up page. Let me get the light over here a little bit better. for this. I'm going to zoom in a touch. So this, I actually used some texture paste, and I mixed real sand in and a little bit of yellow ink just to help it stand out a little bit more. So this really, it's hard to tell from inside the page, but it really actually looks like sand. So I was pretty proud of that. And then I put these palm trees here, and after I put the palm trees in, I laughed at myself because this is Cape Cod, Massachusetts. They don't have palm trees. It's cold a lot of the time. So even in June, it was chilly for a few days. So I kind of laughed at myself for that. But that's that. This was more of that same beach. This is my niece Marley. Here's some more of the beach again, vitamin C. And this I actually cut waves out of paper and tried to texture them and kind of stick things in. The pictures were so big that the effect got lost a little bit, but I still like it. This was probably one of our favorite days at Cape Cod. This was when we went to see the whales. It's amazing. Like, from Wisconsin, you never see anything like this. It was so cool to see. So I have lots of pictures. I have a flip flap here of this one because we do have so many of these amazing whale pictures. I have a little souvenir too. This was a souvenir from, I went shopping there and got myself a long sleeve t-shirt whenever I go on a trip and I do something that I really, really like. My souvenir, I try to get a souvenir t-shirt of that activity. So that was my favorite activity, and I had the shirt to go with it. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, right? Eat, beach, sleep, repeat. This was cut out with a Cricut. Here's some little paper flowers. You can see making food. Here's some of the food we made, right? My son's sleeping. So I thought that incorporated that little saying pretty well. These are photos from the house where we were. This page, once I fix it from popping out, I like to. It's a little bit warped though, unfortunately. But this, I've got all kinds of texture. This behind the photo is actually another beach photo that I sliced up. So that was one photo that I cut up to add that kind of cool effect on there. I've got little eyelets, all kinds of fun stuff on there. And this I cut out with the Cricut too. This was kind of putsy to glue back down, but I think it turned out nice. When I first tried it, the background paper was too loud, so I had to mute it out with some ink. I think this is oxide ink, and then put the words on, glued them down, because then you could see them better. This Hudson and Jack and even I did lots of running around and playing in the backyard. We did lots of fake soccer and frisbees and stuff, so this kind of encapsulated one of our other favorite moments. Here, best family ever. This is photos of us at the house, right? Again, the family, this is the nice family photo, not goofy. And then our individual families, my sister and my niece Marley. These were just kind of headshots I took of different ones of us throughout the trip that I thought worked well in there too. This we did, just Craig and I and Hudson and my mom went to Chatham one day. This, I think, was after Gina and her family, my sister and her family, left a day early because they were driving, and we had an extra day. So this, I think, was that day. So this is just kind of captures some of the fun from that day. This was, again, some of these tourist magazines, and then I put, like, the circles are our own pictures. I have a thumb pin in here that I've popped up, and this is where we were staying. It's West Dennis, essentially. And the day we were leaving, we had extra time before we needed to get to the airport. And so this is, we went to Plymouth Rock to see Plymouth Rock. It took a little bit of time on because it was kind of on our way back anyway. So these are my Plymouth Rock pages. Let me get that page a little bit better too. They have like a rebuilt Mayflower. That's that. We did take a day in Boston. So this is Boston. I tried to do kind of like what I had done with the other photo, but these pictures just weren't laying out quite as nice, but you still get the idea. Cape Cod, this is a similar effect too. I cut the letters out and then put pictures inside the words. That's kind of a technique I played with a lot in this album. This cool lighthouse we saw when we were there. The very last page, again, is another scrapbook page that I got at the Scrapbook Expo several years ago. And my niece, I didn't know what I was going to do with this page, but my niece one day this was the day that was chilly, that Hudson was getting the sand on his face, and my niece's outfit just happened to really match this paper with the yellow and the blue. So I thought I'd do a page really of her and her little blue and yellow outfit because it just matched so nice. And that's my nephew Jack too. And this one has a flip flap with some journaling also. So there it is, my whole album finally done. Woohoo!